Right, what is going on, guys? I'm back to do some Scottish cinematography with my Nikon D31 DSLR. You see, what I try and do is get my laptop with me if I've got the time, so I can do some audio recording as well. It really helps if you want some super high quality audio recording, but you've only got a small audio recorder with you. Now, there are loads of advantages of doing video recording with a DSLR. The main one is that you get super sharp and crisp video, and also the depth of field. It can be very impressive depending on what size of chip you have. This camera's got the APS-C chip, that is slightly bigger than the Canon APS-C, and you also get the full frame 35mm sensors as well. They're both amazing in the wild, anywhere really, at home, wherever. And you can see, like maybe on the webcam video, there's pretty much everything is in focus because the size of the webcam sensor is tiny. Another good reason why I'd want to use a DSLR for video, on the cheap anyway, is that the lenses give super sharp, and the focus can be very smooth compared to camcorders, or in fact you won't be able to do manual focus on a lot of camcorders. Now just take a look at the house in the background there. You may see signs of what's called moire. Moire is where there are lots of tight patterns put together, and it creates a really weird effect. Now, this is very apparent on DSLRs because they have, say, a 5-6K chip for photos, which then scans down for video at 1080p normally, and it'll have to chuck away, say, 1 every 5 pixels, and that creates this really weird pattern. Now, I can't actually see at the moment if it's on the houses, but from the screen I can see that, but that may be just the camera giving a weird effect on the screen. Another big advantage of using DSLRs for video is that there is a huge high dynamic range. Now, if we look here, if I can focus on the house or this bird table, it does seem to keep the shadows fairly bright and the sky not too overexposed. Now, if we switch over to the webcam that I'm using, you can see the shadows are completely blacked out, and the sky is still overexposed. That is because, again, it's a small chip, but it's got a very low dynamic range. You see my hand is completely in darkness. Now, if we switch over to the camera and look at the laptop, I am kind of I'm not using it very well, but very kind to my technology sometimes. But when a job needs doing, then I may as well get it done. Now, for another disadvantage, if you keep it on manual focus, you can do really smooth focus pools, and there you go. It looks fantastic. But a lot of amateurs try and use the autofocus, which, well, the camera cannot decide efficiently what to focus on. Now, it depends on what aperture you're in and what kind of lighting, but on this Nikon D3100 it uses contrast detection autofocus. And you see it is now officially given up on focusing on my hand. I'll put it away. Great, it's focused, but it will keep on trying. Now it's given up again. You see, it just cannot, it's very hard for the onboard CPU to try and figure out focusing on such a sensitive motor. It's not doing too bad a job. We're at f8 and the lighting is fairly good at getting quite dark. And I may as well get on to the next thing, which is motion. Most cameras, but DSLRs in particular, don't like too much motion. You see, this is a relatively smooth pan. I may as well just put it back into manual focus for the moment. But if we get into really quick pans, if I just unlock the tripod slightly, there we go. Sorry, that's my sister, she's being very irritating.